first, I want to thank the government for bringing this very interesting case, and I want to thank my partner for his great LO speech. And now, in this case, I think we're downplaying the role of risk in this girl's life. Now, when she leaves the house, she's going to be exposed to a lot of dangers that are necessary for real life. She's going to go on a school bus, or she's going to be exposed to the daily life. Having a sterile school environment is not going to prevent her from experiencing or getting exposed to other ways for her to get an allergic reaction. Now,
so because she might not have a totally normal life later on when she's outside of the school environment, does that mean that as her parents you should also deny her the benefits of having a normal childhood in school and all that social interaction and all the benefits that provides?
Well, I think it's, first of all, irresponsible for the parents to send her to school. She's going to live in a bubble her entire life, and that's unfortunate. But it's the most real thing to do. How can you send your kid to a place and every day to basically risking her life? The benefits of homeschool. Now, that at her age, I don't necessarily think that her parents are not going to be able to teach her simple math or simple reading and writing skills. As she progresses through her school her education, obviously her parents are going to get her tutoring. To teach her more advanced skills. That just comes with the territory of learning.
Would not a tutor put this big financial burden on her parents, hiring tutors for all these different subjects when she could just go to public school for free and play with other kids in the process?
Well, if the school is going to pay, all these excess expenses for dogs, for hygiene, for cleaning tools, scrubbing down the entire school every day. That seems unrealistic and costly. Maybe even the school can pitch in and pay for a tutoring, for as an alternative. Again, tutoring it's not necessarily going to be a disadvantage to her. Tutored students are usually well off, and they lead the same quality of life that that's children who go to school live. It's unrealistic for someone to think that she's going to lead an entirely normal life. We have to make sure that she exists in a sterile environment. Now, she can still extracurricular activities in school. She's going to get exposed to risks as well. How can you prevent kids from bringing peanut products or even touching them when they're outside? Can she have normal social interactions when she's outside of school? And it's enough to say is social interaction even in school, is that completely beneficial?
at the point where the school is legally responsible if anything should happen to this little girl, don't you think that they would take adequate precautions to make sure that kids are not bringing peanut products into the school?
Well, I think it's just too much. It's too much of a variable. But let's go on to the next point. Let's talk about the other students in the school. You know, she might it might be that you know, she has the needs, but I think the school has to accommodate for too much. You know, she brings too much. You know, her disability brings too much. You know, extra preventative measures, and think about the other students. You know, they're gonna have to. You know, they're gonna have to wash their hands. They're gonna have to wash their mouths. They're gonna have to go through a lot of stages that are, you know, not that are pretty much, you know, against their will. Like they have to you know, they have to act in a certain way, you know, to prevent her from you know, becoming ill. You know, this is also detrimental to their health, as my partner pointed out. It's not a healthy environment for them. You know, over cleanliness is not necessarily realistic for real life.
As this girl's parents, do you care more about her well-being and what's best for her, or the benefit of these other children and the financial burden on the school?
Well, I mean, that's the debate we have here. Is one where you know, we have to think about the other students. This is a school, you know, this is education. This is a school of education. You know, if we don't think about the other students, you know, who will?
Their parents. I'm sorry, that was uncalled for.
But again, yeah, on your point about the awful Florida school system. Obviously, I have no specific details to you know, rebut that, but you know, all I can say is that an average school is not going to have the ability to completely clean a school, and you know, I think that putting your child in the school's hands is irresponsible, because the school, you know, the school only has the incentive of, you know, not getting sued. You know, it doesn't necessarily have the life of the child as their main focus. And you know, again, she's going to have maybe she's going to have, you know, equal educational opportunity at home, and you know, she can also get involved outside of school. You know, if her parents want to take that risk, and for the following reasons, we are proud to oppose.